Alright, so I guess here we are on Sunday. Yuri's coming over, and we're all excited. Except, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. I know that we've already seen this part, but considering this is Sayori's route and it kind of goes with the story, I guess I'm gonna do it again anyway, just for this. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? No, it is not. So you better get over there right now. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Daniel. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how do you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Of course. But I'm helping her online. We didn't plan on meeting up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Meanwhile, Natsuki's working all by her lonesome. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Daniel. Huh? Why can't it be like it's always been? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been so worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. There we go, there's that word again. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori, get those thoughts out of your head. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Daniel. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really going to make me say it, aren't you, Daniel? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? It's like I've said, the whole time she's around you, she's smiling on the outside, but she's crying on the inside. And she's trying not to let it show. Although the last time, it's like she kind of let a little bit of it spill out. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Daniel. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. You're an important thing to me. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Daniel. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. And that's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Daniel. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Daniel. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Daniel. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad at you. Or I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Daniel. Let me see. But of course, since she doesn't understand her own feelings, it's like her emotions are going haywire and she doesn't know how to deal with it inside, so it's like really messing with her head and her heart. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this had to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Oh, here we go. Daniel, wait! Just as I'm about to leave, she calls out to me. Her voice shows how conflicted she is. Please, don't go. I'm so scared. I don't want things to change. I don't want to lose you, but I don't want you to be part of this. I don't want to waste your time. Sayori. I look her in the eyes and smile to reassure her that I'm here to stay. Even if my brain needs time to realize that Sayori, my closest friend, has been keeping something like this for me for all these years. I know there is no reason to shut myself in my room. Maybe if I stay with her for a while, I can process the information better. You don't need to worry. Let's take things slow. Daniel? I don't know how to react. I don't know much about depression, but I do know you're my best friend. What kind of lousy friend would I be if I left you now? Sayori casts her eyes downward and looks back up at me with a brave face. I can see she's trying to hold back her tears. I then instinctively wrap my arms around her. I feel her warmth as she starts crying into my chest. For some unknown reason, I feel like I need to suppress the urge to cry myself. I stay strong for her sake. But if I'm honest, I'm more than a little scared. That sound. 10 minutes later, Sayori is still crying into my chest. She hasn't said a single word. I think the rain cloud metaphor is finally kind of showing itself here. Why are you crying? I should have stayed quiet. Now things are going to be different between us forever. The struggle in her mind is written all over her face. I realize I can't leave her like this, even if I don't know what to do. If nothing else, at least I can act as a shoulder for her to cry on. I don't know, but I think you're wrong. Wrong? Even if I knew you were depressed, I would still be friends with you. But why? I don't know the answer myself. I just blurted my statement out without thinking. For a few more minutes, we simply stand there, locked in an embrace. Neither of us says a word. The only thing we can hear are our own breaths, and at times, I think I even hear somebody's heartbeat. I can't say for sure whether it's mine or Sayori's. And I think I still hear the thunder kind of rumbling and the rain falling. Hundreds of thoughts rush through my head as I try to fully grasp the situation. Do you trust me, Sayori? Sayori slowly nods. You are my best friend. I trust you more than anyone. Still, I don't know why. I only get more scared when I think about the fact that you mean so much to me. I stroke her hair. You're my best friend too. I won't give up on you. Ever. Even if I'm confused, I know those words are genuine. Because that's how much he cares about her. I'm sorry for being such a mess. Don't apologize for it. Things are going to get better from now on. Huh? I want to help you, Sayori. Sayori suddenly turns to me. Daniel, no, don't waste your time and energy on me. But Sayori, I smiled confidently and looked deep into her eyes. I don't consider being with you a waste of time. Never did, never will. But why? We've been friends our whole lives. This isn't something I'll just let you go through alone. I won't abandon you. Okay, yeah, that's definitely thunder. Despite my words, Sayori's expression doesn't seem to change. She sighs. You can't help me. You don't understand. Depression isn't just the same as being sad. No, it's not, and a lot of people don't understand that. It's like, not something I'm happy to admit, but I've gone through this myself. And in a sense, I still am. I'm not as bad as I was maybe years ago, but I'm personally still fighting with depression myself. Maybe I can, maybe I can't, but I want to try. My words seem to reach her. I see her lips move in a search of a counter-argument. I realize this is my chance. Before she can retort, I go in for the decisive blow. You're right. I know nothing about depression. I don't know what's the best for you, and that scares me. But that's no reason for me to give up on you. Just trust me, okay? Sayori looks at me, almost like she wants to find a piece of doubt in me. Then suddenly, the ghost of a smile appears on her face. Okay. A fraction of the smile that I know and love returns to Sayori's face. From now on, we'll do this together. Even if I know nothing about depression, I promise myself I will help Sayori. She's always been there for me whenever I was sad, never showing how damaged she really is up until now. And honestly, and at least to me, that shows me how strong of a person she is. Something that I can't help but admire her for it. It's like she's hurting inside, but she doesn't let it show, and instead she tries to go out of her way to help people when she knows that they need her, or anything like that. So at least to me, that's not selfish at all. Well, I don't know. Even if I lack knowledge, I'm determined to help her. And the festival is tomorrow. Yes, it is. Yeah. You kind of already said that, though. Just then, an idea hits me. How about we prepare for it together? I want to prepare for it together with you. I want that too, but I don't want to be selfish. It's not selfish if both of us want it. Although I just realized I know he's doing it for a good cause, but does that mean he's technically kind of just blowing off Yuri or Natsuki if you choose her for this? I guess he could, just message them and say, sorry, I can't help you. Something came up. I don't know. Even though I'm too embarrassed to admit it, I genuinely want to spend more time with her. Well, that's not a thing to be embarrassed about. Really, show this woman you care about her. Even if you're friends or lovers, whatever, just show her that you matter. Show her that she matters to you. Even if it's just a way to cope with what she told me. It's almost like I think I can process the information better if I assure myself that things are still mostly the same as they were before. She's still my best friend. My only friend. That hasn't changed. I don't think that'll ever change. Ironically enough, now that I know she's depressed, I want to spend more time with her than ever before. Alright, you have a point, but don't you have other plans? Yeah, exactly. I shake my head. Screw the other girls. No, and even if I did, I'm sure the others would understand. Like I said, at least send her a text or something. At least that way there's some kind of context to why you kind of ignored her. It's like, you're doing it for a good cause. You're doing this to help Sayori and help her through this. Especially considering she's... I guess you would say she's kind of loathing herself at the moment. Besides, I feel like I have to be here for her right now. Yeah, for sure. I try my best to attempt at giving her a reassuring smile, though with my current mindset, it probably makes me look like some monster taken out of a horror novel. Let's do this like we always have, Sayori. Alright. Even if she still looks upset, I feel as if she's calmed down, even if just a little. Maybe it's my imagination. Maybe it's just me feeling relieved that she doesn't ask me to leave. We worked together on her poem until late in the evening. While she's busy writing, I quickly slip out to send Monica a text explaining that we have to change some of the plans. She quickly replies that she understands the situation and will take care of the rest. She will handle what we cannot, because we are only one person. Well, at least that's what she says in the other routes. Over the course of the evening, I see occasional flashes of Sayori's old personality, but I don't know if they are genuine or her trying to put up a facade for my sake. Finally, we work ourselves to exhaustion, and it's only when both our stomachs rumble that I realize how many hours we spent writing her poem. I decide to make her some dinner, despite her complaints. It's like, I don't want any peanut butter sandwiches. It's like, hey, your kitchen looks a lot like mine. This is delicious, Daniel. I haven't eaten food this good in forever. I'm glad you like it. I tried my best. These are the best peanut butter sandwiches anyone else could ever ask for. Okay, it's probably not that. Oh, here we go. As I made dinner for her, I noticed how almost all the food she had was either fast food or instant noodles. Come to think of it, this is something I've always noticed her serve me when I visited her in the past. Now I understand it was likely because of her depression. She's probably not able to try and learn new dishes. Yeah, because the motivation, it's not there for her. In a sense, it's, like I said, I can kind of see where she's coming from. In that sense, I think it's like, Yuri and Sayori kind of represent me the best out of all of them. Regardless, Sayori enjoys my food, wolfing it down. I almost worry it'll get stuck in her throat. Daniel, are you feeling alright? Sayori noticed I haven't even touched my plate despite my hunger. In a desperate attempt to cover up my concern for her, I fake a yawn. Yes, I'm fine. I guess I'm tired. If you want to, you can go home. I can finish the poem myself. No, I'm staying. It's fun to be with you. Fun? She laughs bitterly. Yeah, you know, F is for friends who do stuff together. You is for you and me. I enjoy this. Just sitting down and writing poems with you. It's kind of fun, don't you think? Thanks for the compliment. We eat in silence, and I realize how much I valued those days when there was no drama between us. Those are always the best days. I regret not spending more time with her over the last few years. Maybe if I did, things wouldn't have turned out this way. And there's the thunder still going. Maybe I could have done something to help her. If only I picked up on the signs. How could I not notice how often she was late to school? Because you just thought she was being lazy and whatever. Or how often she wore the same clothes for weeks. Or how she always let others make decisions for her. Yeah. It's like I said, there's no motivation there. It's almost like all that energy and motivation is just sapped from you, and it almost seems like you don't care, but it's like other people just don't see it that way. Or rather, that's how they see it. They don't think to look into, like, why that is. Don't blame yourself. I throw her a confused gaze. It's written all over your face. You probably blame yourself for not being there for me, right? She's got your number there. Am I that easy to read? Yeah. Like a book. Sayori smiles. It's not like you could have done anything. I shake my head. And the music changed. I don't want to believe that. Even if it's true, then you can't seriously think this will end well for you if you try to deal with it alone. Yeah, because I know what'll happen if we leave her alone. And let me tell you, it's something that I still feel scared and sick from just thinking about. Sayori's left speechless from my remark. Depression or not, I still care about you. You're one of the few people I can say for sure I trust. I don't deserve this. What are you talking about? Of course you do. Everyone deserves someone who cares about them. That's not what I meant. I don't deserve to be cared about. To have someone who wastes their efforts on me. I don't want to be a burden to anyone, least of all you. Sayori. You were never a burden to me, and you won't be. But You asked why you should make friends when you realize how worthless you are. But aren't we friends? Yes. Why call yourself worthless? How do you think I feel? Or when you call yourself worthless, how do you think I feel? Of course, it makes you feel bad, which is why I never talk about it. But if you're miserable, and I want to help you get out of said misery, then I'm technically doing it for myself, and not for you. It's like, doing it for you is just... it's just a perk. Yes, but what are you getting at here? If anything bad were to happen to you, I wouldn't be able to recover. You know he wouldn't. I don't want you to be in debt to me. I want to help you because it would also help me. You would do that for me? Why? Because you're worth a lot to me, Sayori. You want me to be happy, and I want you to be happy. I don't know how, or I don't know what would make you happy, or what would make you realize how much you're worth, both to me and to others. But I know what would make me happy. What could that be? It's to spend more time with you and make you smile. Sayori looks shocked. I still can't help but find this face adorable. You've always made me happy, because you've always accepted me with open arms. Plus, you're the only girl who I can call my friend, and I'm glad to be able to say that. What I'm saying is that I don't want to lose you. I want to help you. That'll make me happy. Daniel, thank you. I'm lucky to have a friend like you, Daniel. It feels good to know someone cares about and appreciates me. You're the one who makes me feel that way. Each day. Every day. Even though she smiles and her cheeks redden, I feel an awkward silence falling over the room. It's late. I think we should call it a day. I feel very tired, and I need to think. She throws me a reassuring smile at me. Don't worry about me, though. I won't give up. Even if it's just for your sake. Okay. I better not come into your house and open your bedroom door to find something that's going to really, really mentally and emotionally break me forever. Thank you. I appreciate that. We say goodbye for the day. Just before I leave, I hear her whisper something inaudible behind my back. I love you. No. I shouldn't be trying to be stupid this time. That night, I find myself unable to fall asleep for a long time. My brain keeps replaying our conversation. Can I really do anything to help her? Tomorrow's the day of the festival. Sayori will probably feel awkward after our conversation. I should go check up on her as soon as I wake up. You should. Do not just leave her there. Not like this. After all, that's what she would do for me if she was in my position. At long last, I feel my eyelids getting heavy. The last thing I see before falling asleep is a memory of Sayori smiling at me. I refuse to believe that her smile was fake all this time.